Welcome back to the Carolina Boys Sportscast. It's your host C Dog. Got my boy JollyJ coming back in as a host or co-host. How you been, JollyJ? What's up?
Oh, perfect, man. I've been out for a minute. It's been probably like I would say definitely looked at our lives recently, and it's been about a couple of years. But trying to get everything back in together, get my equipment back up, and life gets in the way. But I'm trying to get back into it and help you out with the MMA world. You've been keeping us down with the football and stuff like that, so that's all you, baby. But MMA is always gonna be me. So
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
uh, so
Uh, I'm gonna get into like a little bit of discussions like Week 7 college football. There was a lot of shakeup in the college football this weekend or this past weekend. You had Oregon. They lost to I think Northwestern. You had the oldest rivalry go down. Old fashioned hate, Georgia and Auburn. A lot of controversial calls, and I mean, I'm a straight up dog fan. Everybody knows it, but I mean, it was a lot of bullcrap calls that was called. I think Auburn had the most flag penalties on them in a single season, or than ever history, honestly. Which everybody knows, playing at Jordan Hare is at night is some voodoo stuff because voodoo crap be happening at night. Like, I mean, they always say it's hard to play Auburn at night in Jordan Hare, and it was. I mean, the favor came into Georgia. I mean, it wasn't the win that we. It was a win, but it wasn't what we wanted it to be. I mean, you had the whole first half. Georgia was getting manhandled by Auburn like the whole first half. Auburn was like 237 yards uh, with possession and 78 yards. There's only Georgia. Georgia, I think, was held like -5 yards in the first half with a time of possession was like 21 minutes and 48 seconds to 8 minutes and 12 seconds for Georgia. Um, Georgia, for some odd reason, they got a young team. Most of the players are young, first and second year starters. So Georgia's not playing Georgia standards like they're used to.
yeah.
Um, like we struggled in every game, or it's always a come behind game. We lost to Bama, unfortunately. I kind of predicted that at the beginning of the season. Um, but every other team, we're either hanging around or we're not putting the foot to the gas like we're used to. Because we did good against Marshall. We beat the crap out of Marshall. We hung around with Austin Peay a little bit. Tennessee was a definitely come behind win in overtime. Lost to Bama. Um, who else did we play? Then we beat the crap out of Kentucky. Then this Auburn game, it was like so much like Georgia could not get it going for defense. They couldn't get it going on offense. Offense struggled, and then you had that. I think they were up 10-0, about to go into halftime. It would have made it 17-0, and Jackson Arnold fumbled the ball at the goal line. They tried to say he went across the pylon, and he didn't. Multiple reviews about it, and Georgia knocked the ball out, ran it back in for a touchdown, but they didn't call it a touchdown. They just called it a fumble and blew it dead, and then it was just back to back to back penalties. Like Georgia had, I want to like what 82 yards of penalties given to them. Like
Yeah.
Georgia got a targeting call on a Georgia Gunner Stockton that was called. After that, there was a roughing the passer where the Auburn's defense just like slammed Gunner into the ground after he was tackling him, and just like forced him into the ground. I mean, they got the 3 points, and then it was like after that, Georgia's always a good come behind second half team. They made adjustments in the second half and completely dog walked Auburn. Auburn was only held to 40 yards, no touchdown, nothing. And Georgia's been known to do that in the second half. They'll keep a team from scoring in a whole second half. Um, and now we're going on to week 8, and it's Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is looking pretty good. Honestly, I mean they almost lost this past weekend. It was like 21-24, so they struggled a little bit. But they're coming into Athens. It's going to be a hostile environment, and College Game Day is going to be there. And then you got the biggest game at prime time: Auburn and Bama, Auburn and Tennessee, Auburn, my bad, Alabama and Tennessee. Sorry, Auburn and Missouri, which is at nighttime too. So I can go ahead and say that. I think Missouri is going to beat Auburn at night. That Tennessee game though is what I'm really going to be rooting for Tennessee for because I don't like Bama. So this is the only time I'm gonna pull for Tennessee to go into T-Town and beat off Bama.
Oh,
I mean,
come on now.
Clemson. I mean,
That's
huh?
Yeah, most Clemson, of course, we're Carolina boys here, so I'm always gonna pull for Clemson. I still respect Carolina Gamecocks though, man. But Clemson to me is always my favorite team. But Clemson, it seems like they're struggling this year. You have some teams that usually they would always beat. The team that they had before, they recently, they basically almost blew out Boston College. Still struggle a little bit. But still, I would say Clemson. It seems like they're rebuilding to a different area. They didn't really change a lot of their recruiting. It seems like to me, um, it seems like a morale shift. If they can find something to change a morale shift, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
But
and
Clemson's not doing pretty good.
no, the team to look
Yeah.
at for ACC
So
is Georgia Tech, and for mishandling it earlier when I said I think it was Northwestern, it was actually Indiana who beat who was it, a number 8 team, yet number 3 team Indiana beat a number 8 Oregon. So that shook up the playoff. I mean, that put Georgia back up at 9. Of course, Bama at 7. I mean, you got Miami, which is playing stellar since they got Carson Beck. And I mean, everybody knows I'm a Carson Beck hater. Maybe Carson Beck was just what meant for Georgia, or it could have been just Georgia issue, but
yeah.
Georgia problem. But I mean, a lot in the next couple of weeks, a lot of things are going to change. Like there's going to be a lot of one-loss teams making it in the playoffs this year.
Well, I did see there's a lot of shift. I've been keeping a little bit of college football myself, and I see there's a big shift of different teams. Like the teams you see like in powerhouses. You had Alabama. You have, of course, LSU doing pretty good, so I can't really count them out right now. So then you had Clemson that was pretty house for a couple of years, and then you had the main teams are usually always up top are not they're not doing that great this year at all. It's what it seems like to me. It seems that ever since you have the portals and you have the paying and stuff like that in different colleges, it's going to offer different players from high school because, of course, they want to make money because NFL is not always guaranteed at all. So it seems that a lot of individuals that will go to these bigger colleges to get recognized by NFL don't really have to anymore. It seems like to me.
Yeah, because it seems like with the
If
NIL,
it's just my opinion. Yeah, they're getting paid, and so it seems if other colleges offer a little bit more, and I don't know if there's any stats at all that changes anything up at all, that even changes it up of what is their stipends like? What is your cap in NFL like in college right now? And then of course NFL I haven't kept a lot of right now. I just got done watching the Buffalo game, and
that
in
shocked
Atlanta.
me
I
for
would say
Atlanta.
I would. Come on, I would say, man, Allen, man, I'm not going to lie. Allen has always been my favorite. I'm a Steeler fan, but I'm saying Allen's always been my favorite to watch him play. And usually Buffalo always comes back the second half, and you know it. And they start doing great. And then this time they was 4-1 before this game. And I believe Atlanta Falcons they won 2 before this game. So
Yeah, they
it
were
just
2-2.
it's like a big shock to me. But I would say that Atlanta has a powerhouse team. Love the quarterback. Love Junior. He's awesome. So I'm not. Come on. Come on. You know you
Yeah,
was Atlanta Falcons fan back in the day before you changed up to Kansas City. You know what happens.
yeah.
Don't
Hey,
even play. Don't
man,
even do it.
yeah,
So this.
My Kansas City team, man. I don't know what's up with them. I think they're
Come
what two
on.
now, but I mean, they're 4-3. But I mean, look, they're not showing that they're the powerhouse like they used to be. I mean, even the Eagles done lost like I think a couple of games, which they shouldn't have lost to. But you know, my Kansas City they beat up on Detroit last night, even though they caused a big brawl between the Lions defensive back and Juju Smith-Schuster. Was called when it caused him to
Come
have
on
a
now.
busted
Juju.
nose.
Yes.
It caused him to have a busted nose. I mean, and they suspended the
But
defensive back. But
I was following some social media today about it, and I guess it was to the point where he felt. Don't quote me. I don't want to be wrong. But I'm just saying that it was to the point where he felt like he's tired of NFL's. He's tired of the refs not seeing things happen
uh-huh.
behind because refs can't see everything. Of course, you can't bash them. It's just like MMA fights. The ref's not going to see the whole thing. He's not going to see a fence grab just like this. Like in NFL and even football, you're going to have someone doing something sliced. Yeah, it's going to be slick every single time.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if that's. Don't quote me on it, but that's kind of when I saw a little bit of social media is today. I was on that one right there. So,
Yeah.
but I would say I got to rep Clarksville, Tennessee on this one when I say this because but Austin Peay's they're not doing pretty bad this year. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like Georgia fans got nervous. with Austin
We
P
didn't.
at the
What was
very
the?
beginning.
No, bro. Like they only had like 6 points, and that was off of 2 field goals. Austin P really wasn't doing it. I mean, let's see what their record is right now.
Yeah. It's like it's pretty. I would say they struggled for a lot of years. They struggled for a good bit of years, but I feel like this year they're doing pretty solid. Um, so I gotta rep the hometown team, Clarksville. It has to happen like that. So it's
They're 4-3 as of right now.
yes,
Let's see.
it's I would even say that's even better record than Clemson. But either way, their record is going to be a little bit different. But I really hope Dabo he changes a lot of things though. I really hope he does. So speaking of Clemson on that one, I really hope he changes a little bit of things. I don't know what he could change besides because Clemson sticks with the same thing. Clemson has like a motto. Clemson has to the point
But
where it's like they train the same time every time.
I mean, look. To be honest with you, though, with Dabo's got to get his hand out of his, you know what, because you got to go in the portal sooner or later. I mean, yeah, you recruit 5-star, 4-star, 3-stars coming out of high school. But if you got other players that are good that are in the transfer portal that want to go play somewhere else to get better timing, then you gotta go in that portal, no matter if it's the Pandora box or not. You gotta. Everybody knows you gotta go. If you want to get a good player, you gotta go in the portal and grab him. If like he's a good player at, I mean like Auburn for instance. Auburn just lost their captain running back because he was tired of Auburn's bullcrap and Hugh Freeze. I mean, he's just a crybaby. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, Hugh Freeze cried the whole entire game because you only get 40 rushing yards, and your quarterback, who was demolished in Georgia the first half, couldn't do nothing in the second half, or he was overshooting his players. He was throwing behind. He was throwing too far left, too far right, and then you get drilled by C.J. Allen, and then you're like the momentum just because y'all got cheated out of a touchdown. Who whoop de doo? It's a freaking game. Nothing you can do about it. You got the L. Take it and go on. But I mean, like if you got, like I said, if you got players that are wanting to go somewhere else because they're tired of the bull crap, take them. You got a good 5-star running backs, take them. You got a good quarterback, pull them out. Give them some play time. Don't just let them sit in the bench. And that's the problem. What it is, I mean, you got these same thing. I'm not bashing Ryan Williams, but Ryan Williams for Alabama, a wide receiver. He was a good freshman wide receiver last year. He was demolishing every team because he was fast. Well, look what he's doing this year. I mean, he had a concussion against Florida State, and then ever since then, he has not been the same. He's dropping passes. Like the Missouri game, I think he only caught one pass, and then he got hit again and was out because he got injured.
So
Like eventually, they're going to
speaking
change.
of
Good.
so speaking of benching players and stuff like that as well. So let's get on top about football, college football quarterbacks. So you keep up with it. I've been keeping some of it. I got a question. How do you feel about you know, the start? Like, so far right now? What do you feel like is your favorite quarterback for right now for college football?
I mean, right now you got a battle going on. I mean, I'm gonna go with Gunner. I mean, my favorite quarterback is Gunner Stockton. I mean,
Yeah.
he's number 2 in QBR, which is hard to do. I mean, maybe eventually he'll get to number 1, but being number 2 in the QBR ratings right now is pretty impressive. But I mean, the two juggernauts that are going at it right now is honestly Carson Beck and Ty Simpson. Carson Beck's playing. He didn't play phenomenal at Georgia. I don't know if it's because Georgia players were dropping the passes, or he just couldn't. He didn't feel the football spirit of Georgia. Goes to Miami and just. I mean, this guy has been. They're still undefeated. He's been balling out. He's been showing his spirit for football's back. But you got Ty Simpson, bro. I mean, Ty Simpson. If your secondary ain't lit, he's gonna tear you apart. And I mean, he's showing a Heisman contender. So it wouldn't surprise me if they either go for Carson or Ty Simpson as Heisman. I'm calling it now. It could either
Yeah.
be Ty Simpson or it can be Carson Beck. But I mean, as far as
So
like you had a Penn State's quarterback, he got a season injury this past weekend to his leg.
mhm.
Um, Sellers was supposed to be a hot take for Carolina. He's not doing too good. So is Archie Manning, which everybody was so hyped at the beginning of the season.
I was going to ask you about him. How's your protege? How was
Texas
the chosen
quarterback.
one?
Texas quarterback is supposed to. Oh, he's going to be the spotlight. He's going to be this. He's going to be the best quarterback. Like you lost to Ohio State first game of the season. You play freaking high school teams and you ball out against them, and that's not really showing something. Yeah, you beat
He did celebrate with it though. He did celebrate with it.
Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry, which is one of the best rivalries in college football. One of the second best, probably. Uh, I mean,
Well,
their quarterback just had major surgery on his hand. So, and he, for some stupid reason, Oklahoma decided to let him play when he should have been out because he's not 100%. And it showed because Oklahoma got beat. Like, Archie and them, they went in there and took care of business. I mean, I give it to them, but Archie's coming to Athens, and Archie is not going to last in Athens. They played Georgia. Georgia knows how Texas plays. They played them twice, and they beat them both times. The first time was in Austin, Texas. The second time was in the SEC championship. So if Archie Manning think he's
yep.
gonna come in and beat Georgia, he's got another thing coming. But Georgia's defense sucks. I ain't gonna lie. Our DBs are young and they're not playing like they should because we're getting torched in the backfield. But I don't think. I mean, if we can get past Ole Miss, go on a bye week, we go to Florida, handle Florida, come back. I think we go to Mississippi State. No, tell you what, we go to Florida, come back, we play Texas. Then we go to Mississippi State, and then we come back home and play Georgia Tech. And we're probably gonna lose to Georgia Tech because Georgia Tech's undefeated.
Come
I'll
on.
be for it.
So do you feel like there's a change? Like I would say like a shift. Now the SEC is always power, right? It's always gonna be power. So
SEC is always gonna be a
do you feel
powerhouse.
like do you feel like there's a shift to the
No,
other conferences?
no. It's
No.
the only
Cause
reason why
is it biased? Is it opinionated?
it's not opinionated. It's look, you get a 12-team expansion. Okay, if they still would have the 14 playoffs, none of these other teams are gonna make it in, regardless. Just because now it's a 12-team playoffs, but you got like Texas Tech. Texas Tech has not played anybody, and they're still undefeated. You got Georgia Tech. I mean, Georgia Tech going through the gauntlet right now. I mean, because honestly, they're showing their team that cannot be beat. Till they get to Miami. Once they meet Miami in the ACC championship, that's going to show it because then it'll go and be a one loss Georgia. Well, yeah, because they got to play Georgia and then they go to ACC conference, I think. So if Georgia can beat Georgia Tech and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and then go to Miami and play Miami in the ACC championship and get a loss, they might can get into the playoffs. I doubt it. But Georgia right now has got to beat everybody on the damn table just to make the playoffs. Or make it if we don't make it to the SEC championship, we're going to the playoffs. And it's probably going to be against Bama or Tennessee
Yeah.
or
So
Texas A&M.
uh,
Texas
I
A&M's
would definitely
undefeated right
see it. Most definitely, I would, because that's the thing is like I feel like there's a lot of undefeated teams now that wasn't before. Like there's definitely a big shift and change, but also, um, my biggest thing of like I'm happy to get back on the mic. I'm really excited. So the thing is, what I'm going to get started on is the reason why I'm jumping back on this. I
Yeah,
always
I know
never
you've been
left, but
on
the
the
same as the
dark
time
side.
you've been holding us down for. So the thing is, you've been holding it down for the football. I got to get back to it for MMA. Yes, I got to
Yeah,
get
you've
back
been on
into
the
it for
dark
us
side,
because of
so
yeah. I've been trying to build back up over here on the side, network a little bit and stuff like that. Everything going because the same exact time is I'm not gonna lie. In Tennessee, in Nashville, Tennessee, and Clarksville, I'm not gonna say I'm saying the MMA world is going to take off from here. And what I'm gonna rep, I'm gonna give us free advertising here because I love this team and I love the coach. He's awesome. You got Dustin Ortiz. He's going to be great. And you have also other men fighters. You have multiple fighters there. You have Charlie Alexander. You have everyone there. The team, I feel like this is very biased, and I don't. It's fine with me. You have Nashville. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, Nashville MMA. That fight team's going to be taking over, and they did on LFA. That's why I definitely I'm wearing their outfit today because that was like the most exciting probably fights I've seen forever. And the same exact time with some of these fighters I have seen fighting in Aries, I know it's either way. LFA is like the gateway to the UFC, like, or it's the gateway to the Contender Series. It's the gateway to the Ultimate Fighter. So, and I'm gonna talk about some of the guys I really appreciate was in the fight. Like, it was awesome. Because National MMA is, like, some of them came from Wild Side as well. It's where some of them started. So I'm gonna definitely name them because what built these fighters, they're awesome. They're amazing. Started off, you got Sammy Sires. Probably butchered his name, but he's awesome and he's amazing. And I met him personally. He's still in his amateur career, but he opened up LFA. Okay, LFA. It was in Clarksville, Tennessee. It was at the F&M Bank. He opened it up, and he opened it up with a KO. Come on now, TKO is like he dominated. To me, it was amazing, and it's like to the point where he it's like it's always him, and he's battled for a little bit. Been watching his recovery. He's also a coach, so that's amazing, and he's young, and so he's strong. I'm not gonna lie, he's definitely strong. But he opened it up with a prelim, and he opened that show up like definitely great. Another one. You had Jamie Lloyd. He was in there fighting. Also, you have Lane Rowe. He finished with a KO as well. And also, I'm gonna jump back to some of the Nashville guys. You got Bryce Warner. All right, listen. One of the big reasons why I came was Bryce Warner. All right, he's an awesome dude personally, and he's amazing to talk to. He's a very big heart, and I watch him in his amateur career. Okay, I watch him dominated the series, the regionals. He's still amazing to me, and it was his amateur career. He won his pro debut, won. And then also his next one you have over here, and you have an LFA, which is like I would say definitely a biggest gateway in a big stage. Like, I would definitely say it's on UFC Fight Pass submission, but man, his stand up was amazing. His strike was technical, it was methodical, it was amazing, it was smooth, it was quick. And at the same time, it's like his fight IQ was really amazing. It's like he can stand up, he can go to the ground. It does not matter at the point. I'm hyping him up because that's what I definitely feel is that's where he's at. And I feel like to the point where I don't know if he's ready to go yet, but whenever I want to try to get an interview with him or something like that, and I definitely try to talk to him, I'll see where he's at with it, how he feels. But I feel like to this point, he definitely needs to go pro. Well, not go pro, but go UFC. Like, go to Kindred Series. Like, hopefully, I know they have Ruby SE and stuff like that, so he definitely needs to go. He's definitely amazing, and he's young. I'm definitely going to go back to Sammy real quick. He definitely needs to go pro. He's already there. I feel like he's there. Like, I know he's fighting amateur, but I feel like he needs to go pro. But then you got a couple other guys. You got, hold on, sorry. It's working for me real quick. And you had Andrew Stewart. They call him Stu. That's how they say it. They go Stu, and they just yell it. And that's how I'm saying. I mean, that's how they're gonna do it, man. Every single time. Definitely just yelling it. And Stu, he's an amazing guy. He won by unanimous decision. It seems like to the point where it seemed like that fight was a little bit difficult. It was a little bit different. The exchanges. It was a ground battle as well, and also stand up. And he handled it. He handled it down, and he fought his best, and he did amazing, and he won. All right, and that's what I'm saying. After speaking about these Nashville guys, MMA, they dominated the whole entire thing. Every single one of their fights, they won. Okay, they went 5-0. All right, and LFA is a big card, man. I'm not gonna lie. And like, they went 5-0 with it. Okay, and they did amazing. So you got Derek Saunders. Okay, he was amazing. All right, he won by TKO. His stand-up was amazing. He had a tough fight. That Russian guy was pretty strong. Like, I watched it, he was pretty solid. I spoke to some after the fight and everything like that. I definitely want to speak to him some more. But I would definitely say National MMA is definitely a takeover at this point. Definitely want to jump on LFA more, and also as well. And also, speaking of Nashville, they actually have a fight coming on October the 18th. Okay, it's Nashville Underground. That's like the normal thing, and that's where you're going to find your talent. Okay, yeah, a lot of guys coming out of there. I would say that definitely a team that need to take over at this point. All right, and I feel like I missed a couple. But I would say that whole entire night. That was them. That was definitely them. That was amazing to me. So I would say that, and the rest of the guys you have Ronald Humphrey. He won by TKO. Matt Hughes, heavyweight. He won by ground and pound. Man, it was awesome. And then so you had the main event. So that was pretty solid. All right. So that was main event. It's pretty cool. They're from out of country. The winner was Isaac Thompson, and he's from Australia. Okay. It was amazing. All right. Definitely they won by decision split. So the thing is, you cut out for a minute. So so it was an amazing fight. I was able to talk to him. I was able to get close to Kate's side with him and stuff like that and speak to him and everything like that. He's a pretty solid guy. And so he's a pretty solid guy and everything like that. And he was pretty. It was a domination to that point where it was a quick fight. It's pretty solid. So it was a battle for all of them. And I would say LFA, all these guys that was fighting was amazing. All right. You had Mark Camelo. All right. Listen, that was an awesome fight. All right. So that was amazing. All right. I would say the whole entire event was awesome. I definitely want to speak to them more. Definitely like getting to know some LFA guys a lot more. It was amazing to speak to them. That's the ones I was able to talk to. And then you had this event. Like, it's one of the biggest events you can go to is LFA. A lot of these guys that was on the card, they're ready. Some of them are. Some of them is to the point where I'm not a fighter myself, but it's just my opinion. Some of them probably just need to work a little bit more, but they got it. They're here for the LFA for a reason. No one just goes to the LFA. No one just goes to it. Like so it's amazing to me.
Just like nobody goes to like, I mean, this is hypothetically talking, but like you don't go to wrestling school and then go straight to WWE Raw or SmackDown. You got to go through the TNA.
Yeah.
You got to go through the NXT. You got to go through Evolve, Evolution, AEW, and then do this.
So
I'm gonna give a shout out too because I go to some wrestling events down here where I'm at. Give it a Phoenix Wrestling Experience. They're pretty good. I mean, they got a lot of good talent that's coming in. They're doing the school right now. Give it up to my boy Sean Legacy as well. He's a hometown person, and he's I want to say an Evolve right now, trying to get signed with I think it's TNA or NXT. He's working his way up to go to WWE. So hopefully he's got a WWE card. So hopefully he'll make it big. I mean, even though it's just wrestling entertainment, but wrestling is wrestling. But
no, it's still dangerous. It's not. You can't count anything out because either way, a sport's dangerous regardless of what it is. Yeah. All right, so I'm just saying, like I like to say WWE, they hurt pretty. Like, cause the thing is, they're flying their bodies, they're beating them up pretty solid. So it's to the point where like either way, they're still putting themselves in danger. And so that's what I'm saying about MMA. It's to the point where it's entertainment, but it's awesome. And LFA takes care of their fighters, man. They really do. I feel like a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like Legacy Fighting Alliance is awesome. I'm always going to hype them up. I'm going to definitely follow them a lot more. Get some stats going with them as well. Because the fact is, I feel like it needs to be pushed out more as well. It's already big. It's already on UFC Fight Pass, so it doesn't need me. But at the same exact time, it's to the point where I'm definitely going to talk about a lot of national MMA guys and a lot of their fights coming up. So anybody wants to, if they're everybody in Nashville or anything like that, man, just come by the National MMA Gym. And you'll meet amazing fighters there. You see an amazing coach, Dustin. So it's to the point where it's definitely, and like it's a solid team, and I'm always gonna try to follow them. I'm about to say where they're going because the same exact time as I feel like they're gonna take over. It's definitely a big fight team. If your team goes to LFA, and then you just clear house, you have good talent. I'm not counting any other fighters at LFA out at all because everyone's a pro. Like, everybody's amazing. All the fights were amazing. Everybody fought beautifully at that point, all right? Amazing fights. Not boring. It was entertainment the whole entire time I was there, all right? And the promoters and everything was, like, definitely an amazing show put together. But I'm just saying, I'm definitely to that point where it's a strong team. And I feel like definitely Bryce is. I feel like he's going to go far with it. He's amazing. He put his like he just thing is he just had like he has like life outside, and it's amazing to follow it. And the fact is, he can just win and just fight and continue it. Like, it doesn't bother him at all, and he just fights amazing at this point. So I'm always gonna hype him up every single time. Definitely meet some of these guys more from LFA. I was able to talk to some of them, got an autograph from of course you had to pay for it, but it's all good. And then so it's like autograph from the main event. So that was pretty solid to meet him. He fights for Alpha, so that's the thing. It's to the point where it's an amazing team. So he's like, you had American top team there. You have Team Alpha Mare there. You had a lot of top teams there. So the thing is, that's why you can't count them out. Like, so the American top team, it's it's going to be you're fighting top notch guys when you fight American top team, and you have Team Alpha Male. Come on now, I don't even got to explain Team Alpha Male, the reason why, how solid they are. So you got like a Faber. So he definitely charges all that. So that's the thing to that point, all right? So that's the reason why definitely going to follow them a lot more. And so I'm happy to jump back on all this, to be honest with you, to get back on the MMA scene. Definitely going to bring up some tenor series, because a lot of guys are going to see LFA fight at LFA. They're going to fight a contender series. And actually, I'm going to talk about another fighting promotion. It's called Aries. Okay? Aries is solid. I've been to a lot of their fights. It's a regional scene here, and they usually fight out of Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville, Tennessee. A lot of their guys you had from Agogi, they fight there, so it's kind of like they build up Aries and LFA and stuff like that. National MMA, they all build UFC fighters, so that's why I feel like Tennessee's definitely going to be a big stronghold for the MMA world. Exactly, it's going to be a big stronghold here, definitely here. So I'm excited, so I appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Well, I would say. So coming up for next week. So definitely got to follow some of your games. Definitely we're gonna get all of our stats going. They're gonna be solid. All right, man. I'm definitely going to get back into this. Well, I'm definitely gonna sign off here. I appreciate it. It's your boy JollyJ
and your host
Sea Dog. And y'all have a beautiful night.